What's going on?
That dude, that badass nigga now. That shooter can't keep on.
Let's wake it up a little bit.
I'm saying, we got different energy today.
You know what I'm saying? We had a little special episode. Got my man Wills with me.
I know I ain't tripping.
I know I ain't tripping.
Bro, got that nerve on.
They don't know what they're talking about. Let's rock out a little bit. Turn up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit just too real.
You know what I'm saying? Taking it down to the dirty. You sit down and know it. You know what I'm saying?
You hear me?
What they say? Hey, money making is my thing.
I'm trying to be rich.
You hear me?
Wait, man.
Baby. What is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, not that. Ain't that type of pod. Not that type of pod. Can we play that? Let's play a couple more. Let's get
What's
some.
that, Heaven and Hell?
Nah, yeah, you know I'm never above playing this. I'm never above. Nah, we gonna turn up though. Hey, it's a squad in here. It's low-key Friday when we recording this.
Yeah.
It's IDK Sports Pod.
Hey,
Your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Like, you know, my name is Anthony. It's my main man Kenny. Got my man Wims in the building. It's my birthday this weekend.
Come on.
Turn up.
Come on.
That chicken same color as the move, man.
We on Florida Street with it, huh, Ed? We on Florida Street with it.
Man, get the alley up real quick. You never know, man. Never know, man. But like I said, man, that's turned up on this Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seeing this is Tuesday, but it's Friday when we record it, so the energy might be a little up to help you up your midweek. You know what I'm saying? Midweek, you know what I'm saying? Job getting on your nerves. Ask AJ. It getting on his nerves. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes midweek,
it happens.
you got to get yourself right, man. So this is a Tuesday to get right. Like I said, this is IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot to talk sports with the average guys. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Anthony.
Yeah. He turning up over there, huh?
We had our birthday already.
My name is Anthony. This is my main man Kenny. Got my man Wills with me. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of this content. Like I said, every Tuesday we drop a pod, and then catch us Thursday. Join us live 9:45 every week right here on IDK Sports Pod.
My boy feeling good. He done introduced us twice already. Come on, Ed. How we feeling, bro?
Hey, bro, we feeling good, bro. We feeling good today. So what we got all the brothers here today because we did do our college narratives. Well, we did. Yeah. Well, let's keep it real with Kenny. We started to do full narratives on everything, but got kind of stuck on college narratives. So I thought it was only right to come back and let's do the NFL narratives because we didn't get to them last episode, and we got our boy Wims in here to help us with it. First narrative, man, off the rip, bro. Can we talk about this Brown situation? Not surprised. I told y'all week 4 that Joe Flacco will be out of here. I knew that. I said that before the season started. Dylan Gabriel's named the starter for Sunday. If you're seeing this, you'll know how he did. Shador is still the number 3 receiver. You know what I'm saying? So the number 3 QB. So crazy. Weird to me. I mean, you done made the move to Dylan. You got them picks. If he doesn't work out, Shador should get his shot because you need to see what you have. Kevin Stefanski, if has him, if he's going to fire you, he's going to fire you. If he's going to fire you, he's going to fire you. Okay, I mean that's done. Like, it's no way unless Dylan Gabriel or Shador goes on a tear. It's really, I don't think there's no way you save your job this year. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just try to coach to the best of your ability. And really, if I'm Barry, the GM, I'm like, yo, hoping that one of these picks look good so I can do my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was the one supposedly that wanted to draft Shador and told him to get Shador. So let's talk a little bit about I think the disrespect, but let's just talk about a little bit like why even though after you done did the, I would say, humiliation thing by drafting him in the 5th round, why are you still in his face? Who asks a third string quarterback how he feels about being third string? Most teams don't even carry 3 quarterbacks, right? Most teams carry 2 and 1 on the practice squad.
Yeah.
So why is it such news what he wants to talk about?
Well,
Third string quarterback more than Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I feel as though it's like for one, we already it's the name sake already. We got a Sanders in the house, the lineage of prime time, any chance to, and I guess I want to say embarrass that family. Here's another prime chance to do it. It gets to play out in front of us, especially for all, I don't want to say for all the controversy that kind of paints him in a negative light, but for all the news that he gets to drive alone. So the chance that we get to bring your son into it, it almost seems like an apple off the tree, apple off that same tree as well. So just his namesake alone is going to get some clicks. Second of all, reason why we still pull up to him is because we believe that he's worth higher than a 5th round pick.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? We already know from the gate that he shouldn't have been picked in the 5th round anyway. And third, we know we're gonna get some content from Shador. Boy ain't never been shot in front of no camera. He gonna give us an antic, he gonna give us something that we can clip, use, repost the hell out of. He's gonna give us something to even, I hate to say it, but if he's gonna give us something that's probably not gonna make the situation any better.
And he need a lineup.
Yeah. Needs to be discussed. We
Hey,
can actually sidebar there if you want.
Okay, all right, because I want to talk about that. My man look crazy.
But in all honesty, bro, like playing off the fact that he probably ain't the most well versed in media training or that polished QB that we were accustomed to in front of the mic, that helps. We're gonna get some content from him. So
but if you I like what you said, if you thought he couldn't play, he wouldn't be worthy of talking to.
Yeah.
And then the Browns, right? This is where bad teams do bad things, right?
Continue to.
The Browns, you can put anybody on the depth chart, right? That don't mean you got to play him like that. You knew you was going to make a story by putting him at number 3. If you put him in number 2, I don't think you even have a story because everybody expect that was a natural progression. But you put him at 3, and I'm surprised, like, oh, all the distractions. You caused the distraction.
Yeah.
You could have put Flacco at 3 and played him after. Right? If Dylan went bad or got hurt, you could have played Flacco and then answer them questions after the fact. All you do this week say, go on with Dylan, Shador's number 2, Flacco's number 3, and we'll go from there. That's all you had to do, and you'll never have this media storm.
COE, bro. Cloud over everything. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that story. But quiet as cats. Could have been starting this week in Baltimore, man. If you played your cards right, you out there rejecting teams, telling you want to play for them. Could be starting this week in Baltimore.
Here's the thing. I do think he's not.
Are these verified stories?
I don't think Shador is blameless, bro.
Dion came out and said it, bro.
Thank you. So Prime confirmed that.
Okay,
but
I don't know. I'm just asking.
But to your point, and where I think you might have been going, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but where I think you might have been going is that some of these stories that we heard about Shador pre-draft, the maturity level, some being verified, some don't, or maybe just coaches and front office staff kind of being mum on some of those stories. It was easy for us at first to be like, nah, that didn't happen, or just give him the benefit of the doubt. Then we started to put the mic in front of him a few more times. And then we started to see a few antics and things like that. It's like, okay, Those pre-draft stories are starting to build some steam.
I get that. I get that. But in his defense, he's a young player. What other young player has the mic in front of them all the time like this?
As often as he does.
And it's not playing. He's not even playing. But even the ones that's playing, who has the mic in front of their face like that?
Damn sure not no third string.
That's what I'm saying. So we don't know what Jackson Dart sound like all the time. If a mic ain't in his face, like what do you want to talk about? They asked him how you feel about still being third string. What do you want him to say?
Facts.
Like, what do you want the truth? You don't want the truth because he gonna knock him. So then he moms it. You knock him. He said he's just ready to play. He know he can play. Rex Ryan knocks him, who failed. He had his chance. I don't know why Rex Ryan mad at everybody. He had his chance. Now I'm shooting shots. Rex Ryan had his chance. And now he's still mad at the world because nobody want to give him a job. Like, you talk about Shador and, he doesn't never did this. Nepo, but ain't you kind of a Nepo baby too?
For sure. Come on, buddy Ryan. Come on. For those that know that, for those that know, come on,
Ain't
bro.
you a Nepo baby?
Yeah.
If your brother, everybody said your brother's a better defensive mind, he just didn't want to clean himself up to become a head coach.
Yeah, he didn't. He want to come out of DC. He didn't want to come out that role of being a DC.
Exactly. So you had your opportunities. Your daddy put you in spots, just like Shador Pops tried to put him in spots. Now, them stories, I did remember because Shannon, I was in the nightcap. Shannon them didn't confirm nor he denied that them Baltimore stories. So when he didn't deny it, I kind of realized it was true.
Yeah, it was two. It was two that were confirmed. He said he didn't want to go to Philly and he didn't want to go to Baltimore. And Prom's word for word was, I never got better playing a backup. And that's pretty much Prime talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never got better at the game by just watching on the bench. You get better in the game by playing. But, when you're trying to get your foot through the door, you feel me? That's probably not what you should lead with.
But if you're asking, right, that like they only asking because they never thought he would be here. Really never thought they'd have a chance.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be
Baltimore. But who if somebody at that caliber was sitting there, who would say they want to be a backup? Like, who would say that? I think these conversations happen more than they normally don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if a caliber player that you think Shador is, again, like Kenny said, we're only talking to him because we think he can play. If you didn't think he could play, do we hear from Will Howard in Pittsburgh? Do we hear from Tyler Show at the Saints?
Time's coming. We gonna have that conversation too.
I'm saying, but are you hearing from him?
No.
Are you hearing from Abdul Carter? You think he's frustrated a little bit?
Yeah, but he played.
Not probably as much as he thought he was gonna play. Kayvon keeping him on that sideline a little bit more than he thought. But I'm just saying, they only asked him, I think, because they never thought he would be there. So now they're like, hey, we got to pick. We wouldn't mind having you here. Is this where you want to be? And Prime ain't never gonna lie to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So now should his dad told that truth at that moment? Probably not. Probably not the best decision. But I think he only gets asked that because they think he can play. And the Ravens, nor y'all, the Eagles, or any other team would have thought he would be there. So they're like, okay, we'll bring you in, but are you going to be satisfied knowing that you probably never get a chance to play?
Right. Yeah, and just from like a quarterback development standpoint, those are two places. I mean, you got, get to mimic Lamar in practice or Jalen in practice. Somewhere
Does that fit his style?
But my point is, somewhere in between there, we can find a play style for Shador Sanders in the league. I don't think Lamar coming out of Louisville is the Lamar that we see now.
No.
I don't think the Jalen that we see come out of Alabama or Oklahoma is the Jalen Hurts that we see now. My point is that your play style or Shador's eventual play style is not going to be the same one that came out of Colorado. So we're going to have to find your niche in the league for you to be successful in the pros. So that's the only thing that should have been up for question, if you're asking me, before you start turning down who your next employer is going to be.
Yeah.
Because the time for pride and ego went out the door.
Yeah.
In my eyes, after the first round.
Yeah. They tried to it was a humbling experience. I think they tried to manipulate the conversation, kind of like how Eli did, but that Eli was a presumptive number one pick that year when he came out with the Mannings. Nobody else has got that off. John Elway was the only one to get it off, and Eli Manning got it off. I don't remember nobody else in recent history in football that has got that off. So I think Prime and them took a shot, and it's a little bit backfiring on them a little bit. Me personally, do I think them places match us? I think if the Rams call you and say, "Hey, would you be a backup here?" I think that matches Shedeur style a little bit better. I don't see how y'all offense or the Ravens, what they want to do with Lamar and how they run that offense. They might have been looking at play styles, but I also can admit it is a mistake on the Shedeur camp for turning down maybe opportunities that you could have had. And now you kind of stuck in this bad situation with a team that looks like they don't really want
you. And even if we were to play into some of the, I don't call them conspiracy theories, but some of the talk around the league that call, that's quote unquote call went around to everybody saying, "Hey, don't draft this guy." You know what I'm saying? If, let's say that did happen. So even with knowledge of that coming from the Shedeur camp, that, hey, there's calls going around saying not to draft you. Because I don't think the Sanders family was the last one to hear about that. I don't think they were late to the party thinking like, "Oh, snap, we're being blackballed." I don't believe that for 1 second. So if we were to play into that theory, why now, as the draft starts to drag on, are we even still considering turning down placement? It's like, all right, well, we actually got somebody here that's going to like throw us a chance, throw us a lifeline, get us out this war room or this draft room,
you.
to actually go and get the play, so this narrative can just be over with.
Yeah.
So instead, the Browns come along, and now you just find yourself in another mess.
Yeah, it's a mess over there. But he's at the Browns, and they're playing over there. And this last week they played in London. And I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna give it 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks, I think it's coming. Because I don't have no faith in Dylan Gabriel.
Can we talk about that for a second, actually?
Okay, you're gonna stop my perfect timing, but it's okay.
No, we're gonna get to it, but my thing is, so what's the response there for Dylan? I mean, I know we're recording on Friday, y'all. Sorry, but in that case, right? For Dylan, even that we seen last week, when he was announced that he was gonna be the starter, do we think he handled it correctly?
I'll be focusing on what Dylan was saying.
The thing is, I haven't received, we haven't got that many clips of Joe Flacco since being benched. The press conference that Dylan Gabriel took when he was announced to be a starter. Those things haven't really been as viral, as momentous. But do we? I actually believe in some of the theory of the friction between those two, between Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, I think it is there. But I also think why nobody listening to this press conference and stuff goes back to what you said. Game recognized game. And people, even though they won't say it publicly, I'm going to say it. I don't care. It's IDK Sports. Shedeur Sanders is the better quarterback. It was never a time in college that Shedeur was, even with him running around and doing all that stuff in Colorado, where it was seen that Dylan Gabriel was even the third best quarterback in this class. Okay. That man grade was 6th to undrafted. So he's not getting talked about because now he can prove it. Don't get me wrong. This could look really bad when this airs. He can prove it as the guy. But everybody saw Shedeur's talent in college and looked at Dylan Gabriel's talent in college. And people just don't. He hasn't. Dylan's job now is not his job, but the thing that Dylan can do now is make people believers in his talent. Yeah. You got some folk that say, Oh, he throws the ball on time. There's some people like me that say he has to jump when he throws because he's short.
Quick release.
Quick release. I think Kevin Stefanski downfall and why he's going to lose his job is because he doesn't know how to coach dynamic quarterbacks or dynamic players. He got rid of Baker. See what Baker's doing, right? If he ain't never pushed Baker out of town, the Browns would be fine right now. But he has to run people that run the system. And the only time that Kevin Stefanski and the Browns look good is when Nick Chubb was there running the ball, the offensive line could block, and that defense played great. So the only time he looks good is when everything is going perfect. Unlike i.e. Matt LaFleur when Jordan Love was learning, or Sean McVay, where I got to revamp my whole roster, or Kevin McConnell that I done lost my quarterback. Hey, we got to get Sam Darnold who ain't never done nothing. Oh, what do? I win 14 games.
Kingmaker.
We put these titles on these coaches, but we don't look at how many things is going right for them. Right? We just saw Kyle Shanahan on Thursday win a game. His whole squad is hurt. And he 4-1 right now.
Mm-hmm. Top of NFC West.
You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh then came and flipped the Chargers around. Made people believers of them, right? But only time some of these coaches are good is when everything is clicking. But when something is off, oh man, we don't look good. Oh, it got to be Baker. Oh, Baker's hurt. Baker's at the Bucs now. That franchise thought they had to rebuild at the time. Brady, they're still winning division championships. So some of Kevin's defense is getting fired if he does, and some of his picking of quarterbacks. And sometimes when jokers believe in a system more than believing in what play in the players. And then that's my last note on this Browns thing.
That's a problem.
I'll leave with this. I would say the usual concept is that the moment you pick a quarterback at the top of the draft, bro, it's usually believed that, hey, your job's probably going to be up for sale the following season. That's possibly very likely for cats like Brian Callahan in this very moment. Being that, they're probably a team that's widely expected to be helmed by for somebody else at the helm next season. So I gotta include Andrew Berry in this downfall with the Browns as well. If you think Mason Graham gonna save you or Carson Schwarzenegger is gonna save you, still or what's that running back they got? Quinshon Judkins is gonna save you.
But you don't like that when you're picking that high and you need all that help?
Yeah, but it gotta be more like more lunch pail guys. I understand Mason Graham, that does help, but if you can get like a cornerstone like tackle or guard, like more trench play, that will save your job faster than picking a nice sports car, Quinshon Judkins, or a linebacker early in the second round. If you hit on those guys, those are still building your framework. I can't overlook the fact that you still use a third round pick on Dylan Gabriel. I can't overlook that fact in the top 100 of the draft. I can't overlook that.
But the team and his defense team is built around everything. That's why I think the quarterback is the coach's pick. Because a team that's built around that team, if they had just a decent quarterback, they win games. If Sam Darnold goes to the Browns, the way he's playing the Seahawks right now, the Browns are a decent team, playoff team. They have every piece everywhere else. Offensive line kind of shaky, but they got a tight end. They got receivers. They got more than enough receivers. Quinshon, good running back. Their defense is amazing. I'm just saying, he picking the players, but if your coach is the offensive guru, I hate that word because most of the time when you give people quarterback guru, offensive whisperer, stuff like that, they trash, i.e. Brian the Ball.
Mike McDaniels.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Man, they got a W, bro. Let's see what happens this week, man.
Let's see
without Tyreek.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I think it's just it can only just sometimes it can only take like one year. Sometimes you have a bad lot, especially when they traded back and got some more ammo. It's like, what did you do with it? So I can't blame you if you still one of the ones that's at fault for that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of who at fault, man, who's at fault with the way the Eagles offense look? And this is before y'all play this week. Remember, we recording this Friday. Who's at fault for how that offense is looking?
Real quick, let's just all join in prayer. Because being that we're recording this on Friday, I do not want this man to look like Negro Damas if we if we start that game going like 0 for 8 in the first half and be like, see, look, boy, I forecasted it. Nah, bro, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Who like I'll let y'all go to the Eagles, man. Who fault is it? And don't give me we winning stuff. We ain't talking about that right now. That offense does not look good.
All right, man. It's just a multi-step thing, but I'll start with it starts with the offensive coordinator, man. First and foremost, man. You got to go out there. You got to switch it up. Like they play so conservative, and it's like you got all these weapons and all these weapons that want to play. You feel me? But you have to look at the glass like it's half full. You feel me? It's not half empty. It's half full. Look at this team, bro. This team is battling injuries. They're two different, totally different teams from the first half to the second half. Imagine when this team clicks. You feel me? And I think that's what we just missing. And to be honest, this happened to us last year, right before the bye. You feel me? Looking kind of crazy. Offense ain't really clicking. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this week we can click and get to going. But yeah, man, we got to definitely. I mean, come. They don't even be putting AJ in motion. You feel me? Like, come on, let's switch something up, bro. Calling these high school plays for AJ, like, and it's like, come on, bro, like, it's crazy. The only thing that's consistent is the tush push, which still can't be stopped. You feel me? But still, all these games that we've won have been by one possession, so it could have gone either way. But I mean, at least we're willing. Jalen is willing games. Our defense is willing games. Our special teams are willing. You know what I'm saying? Willing games, but this team is just missing that one little spark, man. So I'm hoping they figure it out.
Nah, that's damn that spot on, Williams. Like it's just like on a granular level. It's like who do you want to choose to be at fault? Again, I start in the trenches always, bro. Them boys, the big boys, man, they played a lot of football. Got to keep that in mind. So even when we talk about the injuries that Williams was mentioning, you know, Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson probably being beat up. You got to also keep in mind they've been playing a lot of football and playing through a lot of injuries, going deep into the playoffs. Almost damn near every season. Um, Bro, those things just tend to happen. And I think it's almost worth like putting somebody on IR or on the pup list, however you want to call it, to begin with, to begin the season, just to give like that extra rest, bro. I understand the necessity for it, wanting to keep everybody fresh and get off to a hot start in the season, but I can for certain see this team breaking down injury wise. More so moving forward, probably it's probably gonna be in detriment to like how we move in the postseason too. Because these guys been playing a lot of football. Now, just to move on to production, going to our skill players, it's not just an AJ thing. It's not just a Smitty thing. It's not just a Saquon thing. It's not just a Jalen Hurts thing. They're all struggling. Whether it's Saquon only getting like 20 yards a game, or what was that stat? And probably like only 2 yards per carry.
So he got like 200 and off 77 rushes. He like at 277 on the year or something like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
At this point.
Smitty and AJ both sitting somewhere around under 150 at the time of us recording. Jalen just went over 8 in the back half of our last game. If everybody's struggling on the field, I gotta look at what's happening off the field, bro. Yeah, that's Kevin Patullo. I'm gonna have to call you to the front. And I'm not even gonna just call you. You
Let's
can have
wake
some
it up.
company.
Let's
I'm
wake
gonna
it
have to
up.
call Nick Sirianni to the front too.
And Big Dog. My bad.
All right, brother. I told you I'll leave.
My bad. My bad. He do got a headset on, but I'm just saying.
And he needs it. He needs it. But to be fair, whatever iteration of offense that we've been running since Brian Johnson,
1975. I'm sorry.
Kellen Moore, I'm forgetting some other OCs out there. Probably since Shane Steichen was there. Every OC since that time, this offense hasn't been that different. Williams can remember that this not putting AJ in motion, not playing him in the slot board, that was an issue with Brian Johnson too. So who's been the mainstay for all those since that time? Nick Sirianni, and that's why he's a problem as well. This offense is vanilla as hell. Plain and simple. You're going to either get a counter, a QB draw, or a screen. Or my all-time favorite, fuck it, AJ down there somewhere.
They should do that more though.
Yeah, right. But you know, with how defenses are playing now, it's a lot of too high. So they took that away.
You still throw it.
Still throw it.
I mean, you should. You really should, bro. I mean, if you look at that second half of the Rams game, getting AJ involved just opened it up for Dallas to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Dallas wide open, easy tubs. You feel me? But I mean, if y'all just gonna run an inside zone for the first two plays and third and 7, we just gonna Jalen look and try to run for it. I mean, can't really do nothing with that, bro.
The routes are basic, bro. It's like I think high school is even giving it too much credit. Like the route concepts don't make sense. We're sitting over here talking about AJ and Smitty. I'm like, damn, I know if I'm Dallas Goddard or Jahan Dotson, I'm like, shit, I play too. You know what I'm saying? I put my pads on too. Like, bro, at least y'all got 100. At least y'all got 100. I ain't got nothing. Like, I'll be just as upset if I was them, bro. Like, so it's you got all these weapons, man. An embarrassment of riches, bro, and can't do nothing with it. But at the same time, you know who's gonna wear that win or loss every time? It's gonna be Jalen Hurts, and that's why I can't take that from him. Because, bro, like win, lose, or draw, bro, he's shown the type of leadership to where still managed to be 4-0, still to come out still starting the season off hot. So whether that's being on fire in the second half of that Rams game, or starting the game on a good note in that first half against the Bucks, bro, whatever works. But bro, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
And our defense is
all right, bro.
Too, man.
All right, bro. Let's wake this up. I got some questions. I heard everything y'all said. So I got some questions now. All right, let's get this question. I got some questions out the way. Kenny, I'm glad you brought up the offensive coordinators and the offense being the same. Question could be said, why is the offense the same? Why is the offense stayed the same? Is it because people, don't bury the lead. Don't bury the lead. Is it because let's take it to Lamar. Let's take it to Josh Allen. Let's take it to Lamar with Greg Roman. That offense looked like what? A glorified read option offense.
Yeah.
They ease Lamar in. Now Lamar barely runs it. They don't run a read option at all. More like a pistol dive, power run, but they still pass the ball. They pass the ball out of that, right? A lot of play action pass. Josh Allen came in, really running the ball a lot. Now they sit him back there. He let them loose now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This offense has not done that, right? Has not progressed since then. So the question could be asked. So why? Maybe they're seeing something that we're not. Okay. Right? Let's go back to the seasons, right? let's go back. Did Jalen started in 2021, right?
My boy did his homework. Go ahead.
Facts. Nigga looking at notes.
Nah, Jalen started in 2021, right? He started that full season, right?
It's a damn take-home test, Win.
Nah. He 9-8. Y'all was 9-8, finished second in the division, lost the wild card. At that time, you know, everybody what that Sirianni first year?
First year, yeah.
First year, right? You had Miles Sanders. You didn't really have a good run game. Run game wasn't all that, right? It was decent, but it wasn't great. And
No, it wasn't trash. It wasn't trash.
But did you have AJ? Did you have AJ?
No.
Did you have Smitty?
No. Smitty
He didn't have anybody. So then,
yeah, Alshon Jeffrey, I think, at that time.
Got you. This is Alshon Jeffrey's later on in his career, too, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So 2022, y'all go 14 and y'all lost in the wild card that year. 2022 is when y'all went to the Super Bowl, right? Who was our running back that year?
Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, and he had a great year that year. I think he finished like 4th in rushing that year.
Yeah, he was.
Is that when you got Smitty, right?
Yeah.
You got Smitty, right? So you got more talent, right?
No. So all right. So we had Alshon 21. Smitty was 2022. You were right.
Okay.
2023
No,
was Smitty.
I'm not at 2023 yet. I'm at 2022.
Okay.
Don't go ahead. So, all right.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
So in 2022, you had Smitty, right? So now you're building, right? But that defense was really good too, right? You're still building. That defense was building up. It's probably, I think it was like finished top 10 in defense that year.
Yeah.
Right? Miles Sanders finished, I think, 5th in rushing that year.
Okay.
Right? Alshon Jeffries was not fully himself, but towards the end of that year, he started getting back to himself, right? With Smitty, right? Was Alshon there with Smitty, right? Was that Alshon? Yeah, Alshon was with Smitty, right?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, bro.
I don't think so, man.
Okay,
I think it was like Smitty and Jalen Rager that was out there.
Well, Smitty showed why he was the Heisman Trophy winner and stuff like that. And the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ran the ball. Your tight ends were playing great. Everything looked great, right? Then you follow up the next year. That next year in 2023, this is when you get AJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you still were running the ball, right? You had DeAndre Swift, right? Decent running, but didn't do as good as Miles Sanders, right? And then you had AJ and Smitty, but you still was running the same offense. You never progressed. And mind you, Jalen at this point has been starting since 2021. That year, y'all won 11-6, lost the wild card game. Y'all got rid of Brian Johnson, and y'all damn near was about to fire Nick Sirianni, right?
Real close.
Yeah, lost in the wild card. Still, the offense was still the same, right? So then, instead of keeping Swift and revamping the offense to handle these dynamic receivers and tight end that you have, you say, let's go get Saquon. Let's go get Saquon. We paid the receivers though. So shout out to y'all for that. You pay the receivers, but now you done drafted. You done drafted some defensive player. That defense is nice. Offensive line is coming together now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we can block better. Swift still, even that year lost in the wild card, still finished 4th in rushing, right? He was top 5 in rushing that year, right?
He was over 12,
Again,
also fumbled in the Super Bowl. Don't forget that.
No, y'all lost in the wild card that year. Y'all didn't make
that was Miles. That was Miles that fumbled the Super Bowl.
Yeah, y'all lost in the wild card. So the offense again. So now you got everything now, where if you really see what your quarterback is doing and what everybody is saying your quarterback is, people just don't let them show it. Here we are, 2021, that's year 1, 2, 3. 2024 is 4 years, right? This is the 4th year. So now I got 2 dynamic receivers. I got Dallas Goedert. It's time to eat. I got O-line. Let's let this boy sling the ball. Our quarterback is winning games, right? That's what it's about. He's winning games. He's a winner. Let's let him sling the ball a little bit. Nah, what we gonna do? We gonna go grab Saquon. You know what y'all niggas about to do that we just paid? What y'all about to do? What we about to do? Y'all about to block. It worked. It worked. We won games, 14-3, and won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But the offense still stayed the same. Now we done changed coordinator 3 times now. 3 different guys decided to do the same thing. Now you're on your fourth one.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he deciding to do?
Same thing.
The same thing. So is it the coordinators that don't want to call more than this offense? Or
Damn,
are
boy,
they?
it took a while for
Facts.
Or are they?
Facts.
No. I'll let y'all talk. I'll let y'all get your whole 15 minutes off. Or is it they're looking at film and looking at practice film, and maybe he can't do it. Maybe we got to keep him in the purview of doing things he can do. Like you said, maybe defense is figuring it out. Too high safeties, we can't. That year in the Super Bowl, AJ got a lot of them yards. It was, let AJ open somewhere. Throw it to him. But if I do too high safeties, you can't do that. Now you got to look through your first, your second, and your third. Let's now. Are we running complicated route combinations? Are we running option routes? Oh, nah, we can't do all that. They gonna catch on to that. So, you know what we're gonna do? We'll hand this ball off to Saquon. Oh, nah, we're gonna stack the box and we're gonna make sure that we stop Saquon without keeping our safeties high. So now you can't block the run, and I keep my safeties high. Now, Jalen, it's all on you and the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make the plays. Now in the Rams game, he made the plays. So I'm not saying that he can't do it, but it's something that the different coordinators are not letting them do it. And that's the question I gotta ask. That may be a feasible thing.
Well, you know who else has been there the whole time that you just don't mention ever?
Who?
Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it comes from the top. You know what I mean? Jalen's just a quarterback, bro. You feel me? Jalen is a leader of men. Jalen go out there, he wins the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? He makes the right play that's best for that football team every time. He's not going. You don't need to throw the ball every time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to. I mean, the run game is messed up right now because both of our D line and our own line is filled with injuries, bro. How many times last week we see Lane left, Jalen Carter left off the defensive end, came back in, went back out, came back in, and this dude's still just working with what he got, bro. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Just working with what he got.
stay right there. I love that. I love that the injuries are there. I love that you said something about injuries. Why did Jalen get that grace, but Lamar doesn't get that grace?
I don't think neither missed that much significant time.
No, why does the injuries for other
You mean
teammates
surrounding them.
Jalen gets that grace? Lamar never gets that grace. Lamar never gets the grace that he never has the number one receiver. Lamar never gets the grace that his O-line for a couple of them years wasn't that great. Lamar never gets any grace. But now that Jalen is going through injuries, people want to give him grace.
Lamar get grace, bro.
Lamar does not get grace.
Lamar get grace.
Lamar don't get nowhere near as much grace as Pat get, Joe get, Justin get, Josh get, anybody get. Lamar never gets. Always his fault. He can score 40 points and they lose 41-40, and they be like, "Damn, Lamar, you should have did more."
But see, all the top quarterbacks have their own burden to bear, right? Like even with Lamar, they're asking him to do something that none of those other guys, whether it's Joe, Josh, Patty, Jalen, Matt, Baker, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, they're asking Lamar.
So he's so talented
They're
that he should
asking
fix
him to
everybody's problems.
Bingo. They're asking to do something that none of the other guys have to do. Be better than what we're giving you.
As a whole. You don't have a good defense. Hey, Lamar win the game. And guess what he does, though? But guess what he did? Guess what he does, though? The thing about it, though, he does win.
He win.
But when the playoffs, when everything get equal, it's hard to win when your team ain't up to par.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, if you go back to his last playoff game, he did everything in his will to win that game. And Mark Andrews dropped that pass. And nobody said nothing about Lamar Jackson.
They did.
Nah, bro. It was all on Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews knew that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else can he do? You know
I'm
what
just saying. This is like I said. Jalen wins game. He is a leader of men. He's probably one of the best, like Tom Brady-esque leader of men. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But when we start, now we go in that conversation, we start talking about top quarterback. Like I laid out with the offensive coordinators, why is he not asked to do more in year 5? I don't even think they asked for him to do as much they asked Dak to do.
And to go and to use your point and just somewhat of like I think Cam Newton speaks on from time to time is like you guys are absolutely right. They don't ask him to do that. But also to Josh's point, I don't think they, I don't think they make that his objective neither. Like sometimes Jalen literally looks cognizant of not making a turnover. Playing,
it's hard to be dynamic like that.
But precisely. Playing not to lose.
Sometimes you let that fly.
It's playing not to lose is completely different than playing to win the game. Now, I think we saw a glimpse of playing to win the game in that Rams game.
Oh, yeah. Dynamic. He was great.
They cut the leash off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just hooping. But in that Cowboys game where it's just like, let's just play to keep the lead, or in the Bucks game, let's just play to keep the lead. So, yeah, we're going to run this inside zone right to Vita Vea every time. Makes no sense.
That made no sense.
But
nobody should ever run the Vita Vea.
So right. So it's like
But let me get you real quick. But I'm sorry, let me get you real quick though. That playing not to lose that dynamic, even though Matthew Stafford lost that game. They lost the game, right, to the 49ers.
Right.
Sometimes, I don't know, Josh, if you saw at the end of the game, before they went for it on 4th and 1, or before they kicked that field goal to tie the game, one of the two. He launched that, no, it was in overtime. He launched that mug up Devontae and gave him a chance. He was double covered.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes my critique against Jalen, that sometimes, yes, he does not throw the pitch, but sometimes, and that's kind of what AJ might be feeling, sometimes you got to let that mug fly, dog. It's crunch time. I'm a superstar. Let me be great. Give me a chance to be great. Because I ain't gonna lie, Devontae was covered by 2 cats. There was no reason for Matthew Stafford to throw that ball at that point of the game. And he damn near almost caught the ball, too. Yeah. He dropped it, actually. But
I trust my guy. But
Joe say, hey, sometimes this is playing for Jamar, but he didn't touch the ball enough. This is my guy. This is my superstar. We playing him 40 million. Everybody in the Vikings know that we got to get this ball to Justin because we paying him 40, 50 million. You know what I'm saying? Puka gonna get this ball somehow.
Good question.
If he ain't seen this ball after a while, that's my thing. Like you said, with sometimes he plays so conservative, and yes, he does. He don't have to be like a Trevor Lawrence. Well, Trevor Lawrence playing better this year, or like a Justin Herbert used to play. You ain't got to throw all kind of picks, but sometimes the not throwing the picks is sometimes because you ain't taking chances.
Yeah, he used to play like that too. That's the crazy part. He used to just throw it down there, make a play, but yeah, he really playing not to lose the game. And the crazy part is, even in that Rams game, you know what I'm saying, you let AJ loose a little bit. See AJ out here catching it, stiff arming, multiple changes. You know what I'm saying, double coverage, and you feel me, and getting the first downs, making a difference. But that's why it's like, bro, what is going on with this offense, bro? Like, how you like? And that was, you know what I'm saying, same thing with Tampa. It's like, how you go from this to just that fast? You feel me? Yeah. Like, it was working, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to get, I mean, it's one or the other, bro. It's either establish the run so you can open up the pass, or, you know what I'm saying, get AJ going, and we'll open everything up. That's Dallas. That's Jahan. That's Smitty. You know what I'm saying? That's the run option. Like, I don't know, man.
Get back to that. And while we at it, get back to the RPO until we figure out something else. Get back to the RPO game. At least that's a guaranteed touch for AJ. Like, bro, but to your point of going to the other side, going to the other extreme of just cutting the leash off of him, one of the, like, Jalen's biggest critiques back then when he was playing that style of football is he started playing superhero ball, holding the ball too long, putting the ball in a dangerous spot, like double coverage. Maybe, he's like, damn, if I play football this way, I'm going to get in trouble. But if I'm conservative and I hand this ball to Saquon, what last season showed us that will get us out of a hole. So I think what we're seeing early in the season is having to relearn a different way to win. And hats off to, special teams and defense they definitely been holding up their end of the stick, you know, while the offense is still figuring out how to win consistently. But in order for Jalen to truly cross that threshold of elite, they're gonna have to cut the leash off of him so we can finally see what that looks like.
And since you brought it up, so now that's the whole convo of elite, right?
Yep.
He's a winner. They win football games. I don't take that away from him. But like what we just brought up, the leash is off Lamar.
No question.
Elite. The leash is off Josh Allen.
Green light.
The leash is off Joe Burrow when he's healthy. The leash is off Patty. Justin Herbert's starting to get more, at least, you know what I'm saying? Jalen, they play this. Jalen this year has a year to make it for me to put him into that elite status. And now my critique of my thing of a quarterback, right? Good quarter, like I said, what I say always, I say backups win you 2 or 3 games when the starter is out. It's 4 games, the backup go 500. The backup did his job. A good starter can win you 4 to 5 games by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not a winning record 4 or 5 games. The elite quarterbacks can win you 6 to. Prime example, defense was horrible. Last year, Joe Burrow was so elite, they still won, 9 games? 10
9 games, yeah.
Because that's elite status. I mean, that joke was a difference maker so heavy that even though this defense is historically horrible,
it was bad.
I still won in the team where 2 teams made the playoffs. We still won 9 games. That's what separates the really good for me to the elite. And I got Jalen as a winner and a really good quarterback, but I don't think he's past that threshold as elite because, again, Lamar, they say Lamar, all our shit is bad. When he come back from this injury, they be like, look, bro, our defense is bad. Derrick Henry fumbling the ball once a game.
Mm-hmm.
I know we only got Zay, Mark Andrews, and Lively and Rashad Bateman.
But can you make it work?
Save us.
Can you make it work?
And they're probably gonna still win double-digit games this year. Just because of him. When all the chips are down pat, and we can't run the ball worth a damn. Isaiah Pacheco's hard running ain't working this year. Green Hunt ain't got the same pop that he used to have.
Yeah. And to be fair, real quick, because I hear you, Williams, bro, but to be fair, bro, you also got to think who they going to go see. Like, your losses is to who? The Lions, the Chiefs, and the Bills.
Hey, man.
Like, these are all
I can't give him any bail on the Bills, man. Like, I can't, bro.
How is that his fault? They gave up 300 yards in 2 games.
Hey, man, they were up.
They were up. See, this
they were up. But this is what I'm saying.
Up, right?
My point with the Bills and Lamar, it's like Josh Allen is doing it with so much less. Like, you can't compare the players on the Bills. Can we? That's what y'all want to do?
Stop. They are the same team on paper. Stop. I can't.
Nah, bro. They're not, bro. They're not.
But wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, though. But you just said exactly what I'm talking about. Lamar saved us. Them boys gave up 350 yards in the second half.
It's the team game,
they
bro.
Were up by 17. They was up by 2 touchdowns.
It's a team game, bro.
Didn't that team have like 500 yards of offense?
Got to do your part. It's a team game, bro.
But you just said I can't give him credit on the Bills.
This not a one-time thing with the Bills, bro. This is a constant every season. We can't get over this hump, bro.
But you didn't say that. You said Lamar.
Lamar can't get over this hump. But I'm saying Lamar has more weapons than Josh Allen. Better weapons than Josh Allen. Every offensive position he got.
Where?
They're the same team.
At running back, at wide receivers.
James Cook is not. Whoa, James Cook as an all-around back is not better than Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. See, I like how you threw that all around in there, but Derrick Henry isn't a better running back than James Cook.
At this point in his career,
statistically. Derrick Henry's not a better, more accomplished.
How many touchdowns did James Cook have
Right, and
last
you
year?
keep and you using words like accomplished, bro. He just moved into his second contract.
Right.
Historically, yeah, Derrick Henry is a better running back, no question. But at the same time, like James Cook ain't no slouch. He's an easily top 10 running back in this
You're not
league.
no
He's
slouch.
a top 3 running. Top what is Jameer? Is Derrick? He's top because you know what I'm saying. Jonathan Taylor in there somewhere too. That's another conversation. But James Cook, far as all around back of the new style, all around back.
Hey, bro.
Did y'all see how this man went left, cut back, jumped over a nigga, kept going?
So that's what I'm saying. I put it at top 10 just to be subjective. But they are the same team.
Wide receivers.
Khalil, I can draw a direct line from Khalil Shakur to Zay Flowers. I can draw a direct line from Dawson Knox and what's that other tight end they got? Excuse me. From them
Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, exactly. I can draw
yeah.
a straight line from Keon Coleman to D-Hop. They are the same team on paper.
Let's just talk about
Rashad Bateman.
Let's do stats. Let's do stats, right? So this Lamar can't get. Lamar was 14 for 19, 209, 2 touchdowns, 70 rushing yards, and a touchdown. That team on that game that they was up in.
Yeah.
Total yards of offense, the Ravens was 432 total yards of offense. The Ravens defense
he did his part.
The Ravens defense gave up 500 yards of total offense.
You're not supposed to.
Bums.
So like I'm saying that's
but be fair. Okay, so my point with this this is that the quarterback is gonna wear that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Rams game. Jalen did what he needed to do to put us into position, and he did not win us that game. But special teams came in and made that point. If special teams did not get that block, who you think wearing that loss, bro? Who you think wearing that loss? Jalen gonna wear that loss. Jalen gonna wear that loss.
I might have to side with Ant with this one because I think the narrative would be that especially compared to like what Jalen usually gives us, is he gives us a 400. What was the number? Like some split between him and Saquon. That's like a 430.
It would have been. Yo, Kenny, it would have been that secondary couldn't cover Puka the Cool.
That would have been the narrative. It was the narrative that our defense is trash and we gave up 500 yards. But because it's Lamar, they saying that's Lamar's loss. That's not Lamar's loss. Nobody wins when your defense gives up 500 yards.
So negative yards and 20 yards at halftime that would have been nothing in that Rams game. That would have never came up. They still talked about it, even with the win. Even with the W, that was still the main story. The Philadelphia offense had negative passing yards in the first half.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, Lamar is definitely, you know what I'm saying? They just, you know what I mean? They're going to hate him, you know? They're going to hate him just because, you know what I'm saying, he a hundo. You feel me? But you got to wear that, bro.
This is my thing, right? And let's take it back to elite.
Yeah.
The elite are game changers. I don't think we don't see Jalen consistently be asked to be the reason. He's not consistently asked.
This happens every year, bro.
Let me finish the point. When shit get bad, McDermott looks at Josh Allen like, "Hey, big dog, I need you. I need you. Forget what's my man name? Brady up there. You know what I'm talking about? Joe Brady's calling. Hey, if you see something different, go get it. Joe, hey, Zach Taylor, shut the hell up. I got it. Pat, now he probably tell Andy Reid shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Different levels, because he probably caught a great play. But Matthew Stafford told Sean McDermott, told Sean McVay, hey, yo, chill. Hey, Devontae, hey, Puka, get open. Or Coop, get open. We're going to make this work. Some jokers are looked at by that coach, be like, we in a bad mind. Save us. I think last year, y'all looked at Saquon and be like, hey, yo, Saquon offensive line, we need you. This year could be the year. That's
crazy.
Where you can look at Jalen.
I think what you're questioning for real is that you haven't seen it consistently. I think consistently all those other guys you mentioned, Yeah, it is like, hey, bro, no question. Like I said, when they walk on the field, it's green light. I don't think Jalen Hurts walk on the field with a green light. I think it shows itself in different moments,
Super
i.e.,
Bowl, yes,
i.e.
yes.
the Super Bowl game, i.e. the second half of the Rams game. Just name something recent. Those moments where you like, where it's just like those same like, hey, turn the headset off moments. Like I'm about to just hoop. Those things just show itself at different moments. They're not consistent. Those green lights ain't just as consistent for him. And that's what I'm saying. You got to cut that leash to really see him become elite.
And what
I
if
think
you're
that's
not even in that position, bro? You feel me? You talking about, hey, go win us the game. What if we not in a position to where we need the game won? You feel me? But every time that it's been needed, I'm coming out, press conference, Pittsburgh last year, coming out, press conference, million on my neck. Is that what y'all wanted? You feel me? He does it every time. And he's low-key getting more accurate when he needs to do it. I don't, man, a couple of these passes his last games, bro. Like, if he needs to do it, he'll do it.
What passes? What game? The Bucks game?
stop hating.
Bucks
Okay.
game,
All right,
his sideline passes are
Stop
getting
hating.
more
I was
accurate.
hating.
His
Oh,
sideline
it was in
passes
the
are getting way more
first.
accurate,
It was
bro.
in the first half. I got you in the first half.
Saying,
Yeah.
leading players to the sideline, that's accurate, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's getting way more accurate. But yeah, he needs to just be let off his leash. But we can't sit here and say you can't not compare him because he's not in that position. He's not on the game might already be won. Just
Speaking of motherfuckers that walk on the field with a green light, talking about the Bucks, Baker walks on the field with a green light, in my opinion.
What games do he outplay people besides the Chiefs game? I give you the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes game. How many times? That's a big game. That's why it's hard to kind of have this conversation because niggas bring that game up. That's a great game. Super Bowl, I will not take nothing away from him. And that was a great game. That him and that defensive line, that was a team great game. But Jalen really played the best because he let that fly to AJ and Devontae too. But you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
accurately too. Don't forget that.
who has he outplayed
He's outplayed Josh. He's
this
outplayed
year?
Lamar. Well, I mean,
When,
we're only in week 4.
when did he outplay Lamar?
Last season, Monday Night Football in Baltimore.
When,
BTA. BTA.
no, I'm saying, but did he outplay Lamar?
I mean, bro, it's you like you
No, no,
are you
no, no,
trying to
no, no,
keep are
no,
you
no,
trying to
no.
keep it
We're talking
individual?
quarterback. We're talking
Are we,
quarterback.
are you trying to go individual or
Yes,
is it a team
individual to
game?
individual. Did he
Okay,
outplay
well, how many times Lamar been to the Super Bowl and won? Since we're keeping it
again?
individual.
Again, we're talking individual because that team, that's a team thing. Super Bowl team. I'm talking about him and Lamar met in that game. Did he outplay Lamar
I'd like to think so. I can't.
with
I'm
that
not.
great defense? They sacked Lamar like 7 times in that game. I think Lamar still had 250 in that game.
I don't know. We'd have to look at the
That's
stats,
what I'm
bro.
saying. That's why I'm kind of like, if I'm taking your question literal for word, I would say definitively he has outplayed. Definitively, he has outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, Dak. He
He
has
has
outplayed Dak
outplayed Jordan Love. He has outplayed
in that playoff game
Matt Staff.
or that regular season game. That playoff game,
I'm including the regular season game and the playoff game.
they were close that playoff game. Jordan
You
Love
know
threw
how
some
many picks
nasty.
Jordan Love threw that playoff
Yeah,
game?
yeah, he did. I'm sorry.
Shout out Darius.
I just like Jordan Love. Hey, don't talk about not too much.
So who I say so far? Jordan Love, Pat Mahomes, Matthew Stafford on occasion.
In that conference championship game, even though y'all belt to the
Yeah,
Commanders.
come on.
It's not necessary when you get him. Saquon has 200 yards. What sense does that make? What sense? Why do we need to throw the ball if Saquon has 200 yards on the ground, bro? And now you're talking about comparing? You can't compare that, bro.
Exactly. So so we say he's such this great winner, but was he the reason why you won?
And
He actually scored the first
that's a
touchdown.
double negative, bro.
Yeah,
Hold on,
exactly.
it's like you like Williams just said it perfectly. I'm not gonna throw for 300 yards when this nigga's already ran for 200 and kept you off the field.
Don't
Okay.
forget, he did run and score the first touchdown to lead that game. So we're not going to forget that either.
He had like 3 touchdowns that game.
You know what I'm saying? It's
All right,
cool.
that was a bad one. That was hate. That was hate. I'll take that.
We know.
But
No,
but
put that drink down.
but nah, shut up. But nah, when we talking elite, right?
We talking
This year, if he pulls off with the injuries and they can't run the ball and they let it go a little bit for a full season, then we can start having that elite conversation where they like Jalen win us the game. I mean, okay, I get that. I get
Any
what you're
other
saying.
quarterback, bro, that have gone to 2 Super Bowls, won one, you wouldn't give this much pushback to, bro. You would not.
Well, let's name them.
You would not.
Who's other Super Bowl two-time Super Bowl champions?
Pat Mahomes.
It's Pat. I mean, he
You got Pat,
yeah.
MVP. He don't won
Yeah.
MVP too, right?
That's Pat Mahomes. That's Pat Mahomes. That's literally like the top of the, you know what I'm saying? That could be the example. That could be the example if you leave.
Top of what? Never mind.
Quarterback eliteness. That's the example, bro.
So, but I'm saying though, all the elite ones have either been considered MVP, like numbers have been considered for MVP status.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady has won MVP, right? Drew Brees won an MVP. You want to go back to John Elway? That's probably the best
Going back
example.
to John Elway, bro?
No, I'm saying no.
Is that serious?
All right.
Go ahead.
John Elway is probably the next example of what they asked Lamar to do. John Elway carried them bad defenses and no run game to the Super Bowl. But elite. So we're saying that when we compare the elite quarterbacks of the day, Jalen is elite. He's an elite quarterback. Just off of him, off the strength of him, he's an elite quarterback.
What he's done for that franchise, I put him in there.
Up nobody else when we
playoffs consistently. That playoff was, I mean, that was a Super Bowl contending team in shambles, and he just he started as a backup and brought that. I mean, come on now. I mean, when was the last time the Panthers been back? In that time, we've gone, we've hit rock bottom, and Jalen brought us back, and he's gone multiple times.
I got you. See, every time I talk about bring what Jalen makes him an elite quarterback at this time, it goes to team stuff or insults. I got you. I feel it.
No, I'm just using an example.
I never said, but Jake Delhomme made a Super Bowl. You know.
What are we talking about right now? Donovan McNabb made the Super Bowl. What are we talking about right now?
Exactly.
We losing our way. We getting off the topic.
No, I'm just saying right now. That's what I'm saying. Tell me, is he right now an elite quarterback of the class, a quarterback that's out?
For sure. He's top 5. No question. He's top 5. And yes, you're right. He is asked to do less compared to these other quarterbacks. But at the same time,
if we cutting it at 5, like we saying 5 is elite, that's what's keeping Hurts out.
Hurts is in there, bro. Statistically, win wise.
But but Ed said right now. Am I wrong? You said right now.
Right now, for this
4
class,
weeks.
For this, no, not the season. I'm saying for this class of quarterbacks, who we consider the elite, who are this class of quarterbacks now. Is
yeah, he's elite. He's elite.
It's no question.
In this class, yes.
Maybe leave it there. I don't agree. I don't think he does enough.
Who's taking him out? If we're making a threshold at 5, that's elite.
Active. I want to hear. I mean, Joe,
in this class,
honorable mention, but
I'll give you your first 3. We already know who those are.
Yep.
And Pat.
Or 4, excuse me. Joe, Josh, Pat, Lamar. Who's 5?
I'm gonna say Matthew's 5. Active. And that's a hard, because now when you compare, because they're close, right? They both won Super Bowls. Now you're looking at the stats. And Matthew has the edge. Now, I would never disrespect Jalen saying that like Jared Goff is better than him or nothing like that. No, I think some guys got a chance to ascend him far as quarterback play. Yes. But them young boys, that's down the road. But I'm like, with both of them having a Super Bowl, the stats come into play.
I just want to be clear. We're comparing Jalen Hurts to a 17-year pro.
We said active.
Yeah, I know. But to your example, you said they're here. And by that admission, he's elite. I'm giving Jalen Hurts the bump then. If in 6 years I met what you did in 17, I'm putting you ahead of Matt Stafford. You can keep the arm talent conversation. You can keep the fancy no-look passes. You can keep making every throw on the field. You can keep the knowledge of coverages and knowing what you're looking at. And you can keep that conversation.
Yeah.
If I did that and matched you in 6 years,
I think the Super Bowl makes them matched. I don't think the arm talent makes them matched.
It's like I don't think the Russian makes him a match. It's a whole nother option for it.
That's another thing, and we're gonna move on to our next thing. It's real convenient that everybody want to talk about Russian. See, I keep bringing it back to Lamar. I think Lamar get hate he shouldn't get, but it's always convenient how everybody want to talk about how Josh Allen run and Jalen Hurts run, but Lamar do. Oh, he's a running back.
We don't say that, bro. Maybe back.
you ain't
I ain't say that, bro. I ain't say
I'm
that,
not
bro.
saying you, but I'm saying maybe this is just me. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a big Lamar fan, but maybe this is me. Another part of this subject on top of the Jalen discussion is I don't think people know how much they asked that man number 8 to do.
No, facts. Truthfully, but that offense was built around him, though.
And if you really, we're going to have that conversation. The
offense is built around him, and it's solid. It's that defense that's horrible. The offense is doing what they need to do, putting up points. But
the offense is not built around him. The offense is built around y'all, man. The offense is not built around him. Because if it was built around him, they would have been drafting them 2 number 1 receivers, just like y'all have 2 number 1 receivers right now.
They ain't think
they tell him like,
got faith in Rashad Bateman.
They tell him like, hey nigga, hey, we need that defensive tackle. Hey, bro, I'm gonna need you to rock out with Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers and Likely and Mark Andrews. But you got a big dog, you Superman, right?
Those are four solid.
Hold on, because that's a lot different. Rocking out with Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers is a lot different than, let's say, they gave him the Dolphins crew of like Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
Super Bowl.
You wouldn't be able to stop it. There's no defense. I don't even think Brian Flores got a defense for that. That's too much.
Hey man, you got D-Hop. D-Hop ain't no slouch. He older, but he ain't no slouch.
I'm just saying.
But that's real quick. I think that's why, again, when we had these conversations of elite and good, it makes sense to put them in like, all right, I got, just me personally, I got Joe and Lamar sitting here. They're elite, but they're head and shoulders above who we also consider elite as well.
Josh is working his way up there.
It's easier to have tiers than to just say they're top 5. Top 5, top 10 is too cloudy. It's too subjective. When I can say in a tier wise,
I did that and they killed me though. That's why I went away from it. I did the tiers.
You was wilding.
I did the tiers and they killed me. But I'm just saying, Jalen is a good. I think Jalen has a chance to jump a tier. Let's put it like that. I think this year, if Sirianni would do it, you're hurt, you can't run the ball. This is the time to say, hey, A1, go do your thing. Go do your thing.
And it's best to know now. Like, let's just cut the leash now. Just to see. It's like almost like cutting the leash on a pet, bro. Let's just see if he knows how to come home yet.
Let it go.
Let's just see if he knows how to come home.
If Jalen, let me say this too. I think Jalen can do it.
Yeah,
I always said when he got drafted, I told Kenny when he got drafted, I said he'll be starting for y'all soon. He was like, hey, nah, Carson Wentz. I said, no. He going to be starting because what happened with him in Alabama, then he went to Oklahoma, and he took that competitive edge with him, He's not scared of anything. That's why I say he's the leader of men. So I knew he'll be our starting quarterback. Let him play. Let him go. Let the thing fly. And then him, let it fly. And then AJ will be happy. Let's move on to that topic. What happens with AJ Brown now? And are you upset that he's mad? I'll start because I'm gonna have to be probably shorter than y'all because y'all the fans and stuff like that. I personally don't blame AJ Brown. I don't believe NFL sports are all about winning. Because that same, what's our GM name?
Howie Roseman.
Howie Roseman, but like I talked to Kenny before about AJ and Devontae. More for Devontae. I'm gonna do the Devontae take, and I'm gonna let y'all get the AJ stuff off. When it's Devontae right now is making 25 mil after this rookie contract is up, right? Jameson Williams just signed for Detroit, making 35 mil. He has not accomplished nowhere near as much, but they see his talent and they see that like what he can do. So now when it's time to re-up for Devontae, right? Howie Roseman, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
The same way, like, yeah, you team, man, you block, you a team player, you a great team player. And the same person look at his agent and be like, well, the production ain't there for you to get 40 million, bro. So is it really a team game when there's money involved? Like, if I'm AJ, I need my stats. I might can get another contract. Like, I'm cool with it being a team game and I'm still getting catches and yards, but 5 games and 170 yards, 155 yards is nuts. Like, bro, I can't. That's still how I feed my family. I like y'all. We cool. We won the Super Bowl, but, bro, I gotta still worry about myself because this is the NFL, which stands for not for long. I already got 2 contracts. I might can eke out maybe another decent sized short-term contract, but y'all over here got my stats, don't have my stats looking crazy if we keep going like this. And y'all look me in my face, say, hey, we'll give you a little going away present, 3 years, 50 million, you know what I'm saying, just for, you know, because we like you. The same people that clap you up now, that say you good, even fans say we winning, be the same people to be like, well, he complaining about this money, but look at his stats though. He wasn't that great. Why are we gonna pay him that much? We shouldn't pay him that much. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I think sometimes you gotta worry about yourself and team be damned when it comes to NFL.
I think you're correct in the fact that I think the win and loss column is a fan stat more than a player stat. After that first ring is done, after they capture that ring, which to be fair, not a lot of players do.
Mm-hmm.
But in the case of AJ Brown, after you capture that ring, it's time now we're after the Hall of Fame. It's building towards, now I got to put some numbers together. So when my time is done, I'm not sitting there, you know, I'm not out here tweeting recklessly talking about why I'm not in the hall like some of these retired players do.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a money issue. And for your Devontae take, I don't know if it's a money issue because it's the same way like J-Mo got paid, what, you say 35?
Yeah, 35 years.
I'm on Raw took like $5 million cheaper than him. So somebody has to be one and somebody has to be two. So in this case,
age though.
You know, so I don't think that the difference between AJ and Devontae is that steep. Probably like what, 2-3 years maybe.
I mean, the same class. What I mean to say. Like
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
And he hasn't played nowhere near as many games.
What's that?
I said J-Mo hadn't played that many games neither. He was suspended.
That's a valuable argument. That's a valuable argument. But to make a long story less long, I think it's decision time for AJ. And he has to be honest with himself and with the team. If you're not here for the wins, and the win solely, like the mantra for the Eagles so far has been like, hey, find a way to win. Find a way to win. Find a way to win. And they don't care how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
You care how it looks. AJ cares how it looks. I care to be involved in how it looks. That's not something we can guarantee each other week in and week out. So it's time to make a decision, which I already came to the conclusion that this is the last season that AJ is going to be in Philly green.
But is it a rock bottom though? Like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm decently cool if it look like this. I'm ecstatic if it looks like this. But it gotta be a rock bottom. In 5 games in less than 200 yards.
That's rock bottom. That's rock bottom. But you don't. But again, with the inefficiency that the offense has been showing, I can't guarantee you that it's going to look better.
That's a fact.
I'm coming off a season where I just had a 2,000-yard rusher. I would pray that this season turns into a 2,000-yard rusher, than to guarantee you that you're going to be a 1,500-yard receiver.
Yeah.
I would want the I would want the 2,000-yard rusher before I want the 1,500-yard receiver. I know what I'm getting with that. I know I'm getting control of the game clock. I know I'm getting moving the chains. I know I'm getting touchdowns. I know I'm getting the tush push. I know what I'm getting in that. But trying to force feed you the ball is an inexact science. So I can't guarantee you the numbers that you're looking for. And somebody in that room got to be honest with the other, saying, "Hey, this ain't gonna work for me."
Yeah.
And to be honest, and I'm not saying that he's a selfish player in this, but he needs to go somewhere where that is the focus.
Yeah.
No facts, bro. I mean,
And Smitty need to ask for whatever money he leaves on the table. I mean,
that boy Smitty be out there getting hit, boy, but he hold on to that
they
ball.
they out here hitting.
He be getting hit, but yeah, nah, man. I mean, with AJ, I mean, he's had a great season with the Eagles, man. You feel me? 1,000 yards every season. Just got a Super Bowl. Stats are there. You feel me? He just wants, yeah, he kind of wants to. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel him because it's like you want to be involved and be a factor in the game. You feel me? And you also do want your team to win. But yeah, I mean, this whole, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 targets, 12 yards. That's not gonna cut it. Shouldn't cut it for AJ. It shouldn't cut it for the offense.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got a weapon like that on your offense. You should want more production from them. You feel me? It can't be, you know what I'm saying? Because just them games, man, 1-possession games, bro, could have gone either way, bro. So it's not like something going on in that OC room, bro. Something going on.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, and that's what we can like move to. That's why I say pros can't be about team. Like for me, if I'm a pro player, especially if I win a Super Bowl, this team be damned. I'm sorry. Especially if I'm trying to get paid. Like, because the way if the NFL GMs work, if NFL worked like basketball, where it was like pretty much set how much money you can make, then people wouldn't care as much. You know what I'm saying? If as long as I get these decent number of stats, I'm gonna get X. Them same guys that'll tell you, yeah, man, stick with us, man. We got you. Block. Yeah, man, we went for 2,000 yards. Block. It's the same person that look across you at the negotiating table saying, oh, man, you only got 500 yards in the past 2 years back to back. I can't pay you Justin Jefferson money. You're not worth that. And then them same fans will also say the same thing. They'll say, oh, we can get another one of you.
Guilty. Guilty.
They'll say, we'll get another one. He's not that great. We'll get another one. So why should I care that much about wins and losses when you will replace me at the drop of a dime? Like right now, people right now saying, we don't need AJ. We got Devontae. We'll find another AJ. Like this man, this didn't have back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and got y'all and really was one of the missing pieces to get y'all to the next level. To win another season.
Three back-to-backs, 1,000-yard seasons, bro.
There we go.
You know
but it's people right now saying it's people on Philadelphia radio stations, Philadelphia fans saying this nigga don't want to be here. We'll find somebody. We'll find another AJ.
You know it's crazy, bro. It's, I'll be listening to that. I'll be listening to that Philly radio, bro. They were saying that the conversation right now is the locker room's divided between people.
Pick it up. Who they divided between?
People signing with AJ. People signing with Jalen.
Saquon.
Saquon don't care though. Saquon don't care, man.
When they
But
come
that's
out in
what
the
I'm
document,
saying.
when they come out in the doc 10 years later and we all older and say and they tell y'all Saquon was the problem, I'm calling each one of y'all. I'm telling y'all that I told you. I told you.
It was Saquon and Big Dom. It was them. It was them. It was them.
Why does he have a headset? That's the real problem. Ever since he put that headset on, y'all
Go
been
ahead.
losing.
Go ahead
He
and
It's
wrap
said
not
it's
this
head
up.
of
losing.
security, bro.
Go ahead
You
and wrap
gotta
this up, man.
Bro, what like all right, keep it above. Security don't wear a headset, they wear like a little earpiece. So what is he securing with the headset on? What you about to call the play?
maybe head of security. Who knows, bro? I don't know.
But not like them same folk, like I've seen it too much where players be like, oh, he can go. He can go. You know, oh, he ain't that great. He can go. He don't want to be here. And I get it as a fan of a team, especially pro teams. When you're like a diehard pro team fan, it's different in college because, like, hey, bro, you don't want to be in my school, and I'm gone, bro. Get
Yeah.
gone. But in pro teams, people got to remember this is how these people feed their kids. This is their livelihood. And the more passes I catch, the better contract time look. And it's really the owners and GM's fault. Because Howie will look on the other side of him, Jerry Jones will look on the other side of their players. Everybody on the other side of the players like, yeah, I know I told you, you know what I'm saying? Great job blocking, but we don't pay you to block. I know I said great job in cover too, but you don't got no picks.
Wow.
I know I told you to set the edge and not rush as much, but as a rush in, you do need a little bit more sacks.
And at this point, bro, it's really, I mean, just the way the Eagles have been doing the past 5-6 years. Who's more prideful about the accomplishments of this organization, man? Front office or the players? You know what I'm saying? Got some players that probably feel like it's us, we can do it. I'm sure Howie up there thinking he can't be stopped. You
Talk
know what I'm
about it.
saying?
Talk about it.
Howie might be up there like, you want to go? This is what I do. You know what I'm
But
saying?
then, like
Win the deal.
at the same time, right? Same time, and also where he's at. Like y'all think, I know y'all fans, but y'all think players when they come to Philly know how y'all fans are. Like y'all, like for real, shit start going bad this year. Y'all gonna be ready to fire Sirianni. Like you just didn't win a Super Bowl.
Shit, bro, they was just booing. They was just booing at that Rams game
So
at
like
halftime.
That's a fact.
that's what I'm saying. So like players know that coming to Philly, what it's like. There ain't no love lost here. They love you
No.
while they love you.
Yeah,
And when
and
they
that, and
don't,
that's
they don't.
and that's exactly what you was hearing on the radio station or where y'all got those sentiments from. Is that yeah,
Your name
yeah,
ain't Brian Dawkins or Jason Kelsey and Nick
bruh,
Foles.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll probably add Nick Foles to that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if you ain't of a certain tier or you ain't like, engage with the fans to a certain point, bro, we don't love you like that. Case in point, not only that went to endless NFC championships.
With trash receivers. But I hear Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in Eagles history. They don't even talk about Donovan, which is nuts.
Sent his ass to a rival. You know what I mean? Like,
He is the best quarterback in the Eagles franchise, though. But
see what I'm saying?
he
But
is.
to AJ's point, it's like, bro, I understand you want your touches, but as a fandom, bro, we 4-0 and we won with you having 2 catches for like 7 or 9 yards.
We don't need you.
Bingo.
I wouldn't take it that far just yet. It's still early in the
That's what
season.
people are saying.
Yeah, it's still early in the season, though, man. We had the same issue last year. Same exact issue with AJ last year. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's what I'm saying with this offense. I just feel like it might take that one game for it to click. You feel me? But it's obviously you go 0 for 8 and a full half of football, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously.
And even with the targets, it looked like they were trying to force feed AJ, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, there, bro. Here go the ball. Throwing to him. You know what I'm saying? Horrible routes. Like, it's just like, what was the point of that? And it's like, bro, this is a professional football team, bro. Like, you should have the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? In those coaching positions, leading this offense. But I don't know, man. We're getting away with winning games, bro. But that shit ain't gonna last for long. You try that with the Broncos this weekend. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one pass rush defense in the league right now. So I'm going to give.
And we're due to get called. Bound to get called.
Yeah.
Shit.
So last thing, and we're gonna get up out of here,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Another thing.
I'm about to be over here.
Nigga bought the book. See?
That's my boy the ball yet.
Crazy.
Another thing that I want to get into is just like when we talked about titles with Elite, and we can make this one quick. Titles of just saying people are like best, one of the best in the league. I mean, Kenny, me, you talked about this off air. I think that's starting to get thrown around way too much and way too early. Keeping this on the Eagles thing, Quinyon Mitchell, from some people are saying he's one of the best corners in the league. It's year 2.
Facts.
You're jumping a lot of hoops and a lot of players that say he's one of the best corners in the league.
Top 5.
See?
But okay, so all right, so what we need to do in these conversations, right, is first we need to establish what makes a player elite, right? But realistically, it's not just, I mean, for me, if I'm talking about elite, it's gonna obviously have to do with stats, but also consistency. You know what I'm saying? Are you consistent with this? Are you locking down? You know what I'm saying? Quinyon, I mean, since he came in the league, you feel me? Locked down. Postseason, locked down. Top 10 receivers in the league, locked down. You know what I'm saying? I see all that scary Terry when Quinyon was on him. You feel me? NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about? I'm just saying. And we moved to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know Cooper DeJean. You know, he got the love for that pick 6. But Quinyon out there too, locking up. You know what I mean? And even last year, he was locking up. Locked up Mike Evans last year when we played the Bucks. We didn't get to see that matchup this year. But who was out there locking up, breaking up passes in the end zone, breaking up this? I mean, Puka Nakua
He did
and
not.
Devont.
He did not. He did not. He did not. He did not. No,
Look at the
they
stats.
stopped throwing
Look
the
at the
ball.
stats.
They stopped
Look at the stats. Look at the stat, bro. You're talking like these things. Like they have the percentages and the stats of when Quinyon Mitchell was on Puka, and what did Puka get? 2 catches, 12 yards, and that's Puka Nakua. Yeah, go on, Google it.
Okay, so we saying he top 5 because he had one great year.
I mean, we saying he top 5 because he hasn't let up yet. Until he lets up, he's not consistent.
Okay.
I mean, you're only as good. I mean, like you said, it's the NFL, brother. You're only as good as your last. You know, you're only as good as your last.
All right.
Keep it consistent.
All right, cool. So he's top 5
right now.
Like, look how we just throw best in the league before cats prove. Used to be a time where you had to prove that. Even though you were seen as a really good corner, we didn't skip good young talent, right? Because some cats could venture to say, off of Jaden's 1 year, he could be top 5 in the league. But nobody's saying that.
I think some people are saying that.
Some people, but like, you great young talent. I think Quinyon is a great young talent that could develop into one of the best corners in the league. But who are you kicking out of that top 5 to put him at top 5?
I think anytime we use that type of verbiage, it is one, okay, low-hanging fruit that is subjective, right? It's based on who's spinning the narrative. And then second, if we're gonna use that verbiage, bro, it gotta come with some type of time frame and threshold. Like this is somebody that's already been 3-4 years plus in the league. That's outside of his rookie deal. And this is also somebody that's maintained a level of play for 2+ years before we even start talking about top 5. Like we just got done talking about QBs not too long ago. Those are all guys with years in the league and with consistent play. So that has to be a conversation that has to exist over over a time period, and it has to exist for somebody that has been consistent. So as we look at, at any position, like I start to have conversations about like Bucky Irvin, We started having conversations about Nico Collins being top 5. Like all these guys, like, yeah, they're good young players, but let's actually frame this conversation for when they go from really good to elite. When they start like we say, entering that conversation of, okay, this might be somebody that's gonna be one of the greats. Because when we say elite, this is somebody that's remembered in time. And I think when we throw that word out, we're not framing it in a way that they're remembered in time.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when we could say, well, it's just the clean out. You got to give them time, right? You got to give them time because last year's pass rush defense was amazing. That defense as a whole was amazing. So he looked good that year. So let's see if he looks good other years. Like I said, Nico Collins starting to move back-to-back years, starting to move in a way that's making him top 5 receiver in the league, one of the best in the league. I just think sometimes we got to let people, let it slow burn a little bit. You can be a great young talent. Quinyon is a great young corner. Out of the young corners, he's up there. You know what I'm saying? But who's to say Terrion Arnold with his speed and Nate Wiggins with their speed don't start to figure it out? And do we just keep Quinyon ahead of them? But when Nate Wiggins got a better QBR, how they go passer rating, and he getting more picks? Like, do we eventually like say that when can other guys get a chance to catch up? That's what I'm saying. If we already saying he one of the best in the league.
I mean, it's based off of you, like with all these conversations, like the whole point of like I feel like you're removing the fact that these people went to the Super Bowl and won it. You feel me?
But the Super Bowl
Like
is a
that counts for
team thing. It's a team thing.
the team gets there, bro.
Just
How
like
do
you
how do you
said,
get there?
just
Nobody
like
gets there one
wait a
person,
minute.
bro.
Okay, just like you said, Quinyon locked down in the Super Bowl. I can also make the argument that he didn't have to guard nobody for a long time because Milton Williams was in the backfield. That can make a lot of corners look really good.
He had a road to the Super Bowl, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just a one amazing game. He had an amazing year. He's carried it this year. You know what I'm saying? And he's going. He got battles. You feel me? He got battles.
I understand that, but I'm saying we put that notion as best in the league. It has to be over time because when I bring up the argument that defensive line who led the league, didn't y'all lead the league in sacks last year? Or y'all was up there in sacks last year?
Yeah.
That can make everybody knows a great defensive line can make an average corner secondary look great. Not saying that's Quinyon, but that's what I'm saying. Let it burn a little bit. Let it slow burn a little bit. Because some people would say Tate My Diggs up that one year was top 5. And now we see he feast the family. You know, we have to like
we haven't seen that from Quinyon just yet. So you have to give him his credit. So you're gonna disqualify him because you haven't seen enough. But from what you've seen, Super Bowl, 2 years consistent, lockdown. I mean, you find
1 year and a quarter.
Same thing. Same thing.
So let's just run out of time. Let's quickly because Kenny, you know the corners more than I do, right? I can name some, and I'll probably stop at 3 because I got to think real hard about it.
Surtain's up there.
Who are we knocking out the top 5 to put Quinyon up there?
If I had to go to the top of my head, I'll go. I'm trying to think of my top 5 right now. So
I would say
Pat Stingley. Who am I forgetting? Jesus Christ. Pat Stingley. McDuffie. He's up there for me.
Sauce up there.
Christian Gonzalez is up there for me. Sauce is up there for me. People don't talk about him that much, but old boy up there in Chicago is nice. Jalen Johnson is nice. But if you talk about just 5, you ain't gonna like this answer, but I might start kicking Sauce out my top 5 for Q to be in that discussion.
I I guess everybody can be great now. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
But
My thing is though
Just
we don't.
qualifying the stats.
No,
You
I'm
have
not.
stats to look at. Look at the damn stats.
1 year. 1 year.
Okay.
Everybody else you name, you're kicking Sauce out. Well, Sauce did it for 3 years. Pro
And
Bowl.
no rings.
Team game. See, that's
It matters.
everybody
You
brings-
get there though. But that's
Wait,
how
no, but
how
hold
you
on.
get there. That's
Hold
how you
on,
get
everybody
there, bro.
bringing up the Super Bowl. We talking
It
team,
matters.
Hold on. But Sauce was D-Roy though. Let's not forget that. He was D-Roy. So it ain't like he came in this league and did nothing. Like he got awarded for his accomplishments too. But it's the sustainability. But also we gotta stop framing it like if you ain't elite or if you ain't top 5, then you average, then you trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Let
Let it burn. Let them cook. Let them cook.
That's not necessarily what I'm saying either. Because the elite don't have to just reside at 5 players. The elite can very well be 7, 8 players deep.
Yeah, that's facts.
So it's just how we frame it to where that's when everybody start hemming and hawing about, no, man, this person should be like, bro, if you elite, you elite. That's where it starts to become subjective.
So we can determine a player's elite in a year and a quarter.
That's just hate. That's a hate.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm not. Let's take it off of Quinyon. Can I say that a person is elite in a year and a quarter? Can we say that?
No. So to be fair, this also applies to who else? Jaden Daniels.
Jaden, it's a great young talent.
Yeah, that's where it stops.
Justin Jefferson.
He on contract too, ain't he?
Justin Jefferson, what?
He on contract too.
Sorry, bro. I don't know if that nigga elite, bro.
All right, yeah.
All right, yeah.
I don't know if he elite, bro. I don't know if Jay.
It's cool. We got you, Wimps.
I don't know. I don't know if Jay Jefferson elite.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Hold on.
Son, we got some real conversations, man.
Hey, like that, man. IDK Sports Podcast, your premier spot for all sports for average guys. Will, thank you for coming through this weekend. My name's Anthony. This is Kenny. Like, share, subscribe. Till the next time.